Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I discuss the debacle that is Meghan Markle's flopcast because OMG, we had the bonus episode. Honestly, the episode that no one asked for. I mean, if anything, we were saying, thank goodness this is over. I was looking forward to having my Tuesday nights back. This was awful. And of course, she couldn't get anyone decent. Sorry, Tina Knowles. I'm so sorry. But obviously, this was meant to be Beyonce, and that just did not work out. Okay, this is all she could get. Now, of course, Meghan framed this in the trailer as though Tina called her. When the matriarch calls, you got to answer. Tina Knowles doesn't call Meghan Markle. Let me just tell you, this is Meghan trying to flex and has fallen on her face spectacularly again, as ever. Now, Tina Knowles obviously is Beyonce's mother, of course. Now, Beyonce, I don't think wants a bar of Meghan Markle. This is the only time I ever saw them together. Meghan was still parading around in the royal family at this time. Beyonce was just caught up in the moment, as I think a lot of us were. Since then, I believe she's had a bit of a wake-up call because Meghan thought it would be a good idea. Beyonce just texted Harry and his stupid face in the Netflix special. They basically leaked one of Beyonce's text messages. If it was real, I feel like it was, and I don't think they had Beyonce's sign off for this. But they're probably too polite and they don't want to say anything about it. So I don't think Beyonce has made any contact with either of these two idiots since that Netflix special. Anyway, let's get back to Miss Tina, as Meghan calls her, because Tina has written a book and it is called Matriarch. So you would have thought Meghan would have read this before the show. We'll get to that later on in this episode. Now, she also is a female founder, as well as being the mother of Beyonce, who is very, very famous, basically grifting off her daughter, you might say. But Tina and Beyonce are in business together. So they have this hair care product line. It's called Sacred. It's spelt all wrong. I don't know why. I guess that's the thing in business. I wouldn't know. I guess I'm not a female founder. Maybe if I was someone like Meghan, I would understand it. Starts with a C. Anyway, go figure. I didn't know Tina was involved in this. So there you go. She's basically a hairdresser. She's a very, very rich hairdresser. She doesn't need to do this. So I guess good on her. Now, this is the product line. Honestly, it looks, interesting, let's say. That one there on the end with the ball looks a bit like Brooklyn Beckham's hot sauce, and it's all probably made in the same factory as Blake Lively's hair care. Let's be honest, okay? These guys are not creating amazing products. They're just putting their name on stuff. That's just how it goes. And why is it like a grey color? What's with the color? Why doesn't it have bees on it or something, for goodness sakes? Anyway, let's get stuck into this. I'm going to show you a few snips of what I think are the more interesting parts of this flopcast so you don't have to watch it or listen to it because she doesn't tape it, okay? First of all, Tina gets introduced by Meghan, and I think it's actually pretty rude. Take a listen to this. I just put my hands up and applaud all of you who are doing the thing. And then there is something that gets a standing ovation. And that is when you are in your 70s and you say, I'm still going to build and I'm still going to invent and create. That is next level entrepreneurship. Now, I'm sorry, but okay. I didn't need to know Tina is in her 70s. That just seems rude to me. Imagine being announced like that. Hey, here comes someone in their 70s. F off, Meghan. Now, of course, it turns into the kids' show very quickly. Archie gets brought up. We're all kind of figuring it out along the way, and also we evolve as women and the chapters of being a mother evolve. Archie turns 6 tomorrow. Where did the time go? Oh my God. I remember carrying him out there and he's now 6 years old. We had his birthday party yesterday. Oh my goodness. No one asked, why is this podcast all about the kids? I mean, I know why. She needs to make some money. She needs some interest in the kids. So, of course, they get brought up. This is just Confessions of a Fake Mother, is what this should have been called. All right. So, next up, this is really interesting, okay, because Meghan starts to talk about as ever. Of course, she does. But she talks about things selling out in 45 minutes. Now, I thought that would have been a good thing. I thought that shows demand, that it's popular, even if it's fake. It's still meant to be a good thing, right? But this is what she says about that. And so for me at the moment with As Ever, it was great. We plan it out. It sells out in 45 minutes, which is amazing news. But what do you do then? Then what do you do? And then you say, okay, we planned as best as we could. Are we going to replenish and sell out again in an hour? Or is that annoying as a customer? I'm looking at it saying, let's just pause. That happened. Let's wait until we're comfortable, stable, and we have everything we need. So hang on. So basically, she's saying that selling out quickly is annoying for customers. It's only annoying if you didn't have enough product in the first place. So now, Meghan, you know that might happen again if this even happened. You just make more product, Meghan. It's what's more annoying? Please tell me. Not having anything in stock until 2026 or doing another drop and calling it limited and everyone wants it and it's a thing. I mean, not everyone wants it, but you know what I mean? Where is her head at? Why is it a bad thing? Oh my goodness. I just don't understand how she gets by in business at all. I mean, obviously she's not, but anyway, let's just move on. I don't understand that. Anyway, in the next part, Tina starts coughing up a lung, all right, basically. But Meghan, instead of editing it out or asking her to stop and have a water, she turns it into an anecdote. Listen to this. Exactly. My allergies are. Oh no. Do you eat local honey? That can help. Oh, I used to, and it really does work. I have to get back to that, says Tina. You have to get back to that because, the other day, one of Archie's little friends at school, this little girl, she has such bad allergies. And I was like, hold on, we have bees. Oh, you guys have bees too? We sure do. Beyonce has bees too? She does? Yes, she has a beehive. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. No, real bees. Yeah, I know she has a beehive. I mean, yes. Oh, and we have like a little apiary down there. Archie has a little beekeeper suit, the whole hat and the gloves. Oh my goodness. So poor Tina coughs up a lung and Meghan turns it all about honey, turns it into a story about honey. And the funny thing is, okay, two things, right? Two things about this. First of all, that's Archie's suit. We now know that was Archie's suit. No wonder it doesn't fit Lili. So first of all, why would you put something that doesn't fit? This is PPE. Why would you put that on a kid when it doesn't fit? That is so dangerous. That is so bad. Second of all, Beyonce has bees. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a product right there. That would smash Meghan's business right out of the water. Beyonce's bees, her honey. Oh my goodness. I hope someone heard that and gets onto it because that is a product if I ever heard of a product. Oh, Meghan Markle, you and your anecdotes. And of course, it has to be about the bees, the elusive honey that no press boxes can get their hands on. Anyway, let's keep moving on because this is really interesting. This is probably the most interesting part because here, Meghan Markle tells us, she basically confesses, okay, of what the grand plan for Lili is, what she wants to do with Lili in the future. Take a listen to what she says about Lili. What fascinates me too about Sacred is that you're working directly with your daughter. You're working directly with Beyonce on this. I mean, but this is a different type of endeavor. I'm just curious. I mean, I wonder if one day I'm in business with Lili and we'll be building something. What advice do you have for people really digging into business together that way, especially as mother and daughter? Oh my goodness, Meghan Markle. This is what she's trying to do. Clearly, she has just told us. What if I went into business with Lili? This makes a whole lot of sense because Lili, as we have seen on multiple occasions now, is being dragged into this business. This is Meghan's grand plan. Forget Archie. Archie who? Who is Archie? Lily's even wearing his beekeeper suit. I mean, she doesn't care about Archie. He is just done and dusted, okay? It is the Meghan and Lili show. That is what's going on here. She wants to merge Lili, even to start a business with Lili and go into business as mother and daughter. That is a huge revelation to say that. I mean, this kid is like 4 years old and she's already saying this. I mean, does this kid stand a chance? Not at all. Not at all. I have to say that was huge when I heard that, okay, because we can see it happening in front of our eyes. Guys, please let me know what you think about that in the comments. That is a huge piece of information and it just confirms everything we already knew because she can't wait to get these kids in front of the camera and now she's telling us she actually wants to start a business. Probably that's why she's angling for the Spencer because I'm sure she'll call the product something about Diana Spencer. Oh my goodness, who knows? Anyway, let's keep going. That was a bit of a shocker, I thought. Let's get on to this part because I have a couple more for you. As I mentioned, Tina Knowles has written a book. It's actually, according to these guys, it's #1 bestseller on the Times, the New York Times #1 bestseller. Okay, I don't think that has a lot of credibility. Clearly, we all know what's been going on with Times 100 and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, you would have thought that in the lead up to this interview, you're about to interview someone who's, I guess, famous. Okay, at least their daughter is famous. And they've got a book out. Wouldn't you read the book? Wouldn't you be saying, oh, and in that chapter, I love this and I love that, and that was so great? Have some credibility, do some research, have some respect for your guest, okay? Because listen to this. I can tell Meghan hasn't read the book. Take a listen to what she says here. I used to have a quote up in my trailer years ago that said, faith is greater than my fear. Yes, absolutely, says Tina. That's in my book. Oh, is it? Oh my God, I can't wait to dig into it. Yeah, because you haven't read the book. I can't believe that. Who interviews someone who's just written a book and it's #1 and you don't read it before the interview? That is lazy. That is so, so lazy. I mean, she's not even meeting with these people anyway. Okay. She's sitting by herself in a room and talking to herself when she should be meeting with these people. She should be recording it and all of those things. I mean, it's already such a fake flop cast, but she can't even read a book. Oh my goodness. She wouldn't even have to buy the book, for goodness sakes. But last of all, this is great. Tina leaves Meghan with these words of wisdom. And the other thing is, I have fought very hard not to be bitter because I don't want to be bitter, says Tina. I don't want any parts of it. I choose to look at the good things in my life and not harp on about the bad ones. And so I've had some really hard stuff happen to me in my life, but what I will never be is bitter. I let it go. And Meghan says, I mean, easier said than done for some people. Yeah, you two idiots. Now, Tina, that was great advice. Don't be bitter, but it is way too late for Meghan and Harry. That is how they make their money, actually. So it actually works for them in some ways. Okay, I think we're all over it now, but that's how they made all their money on Netflix in that first docu-series. That's how she even has anything to say at the moment, because it's all coming from a place of bitterness. So thanks for trying, Tina, but it's just not the advice Meghan Markle is going to listen to, or Harry for that matter. And I just love that little bit that Meghan puts in. Oh, easier said than done for some people. Oh, my goodness. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. And let's just all hope that that was the last episode of this Flopcast. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.